Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cleveland Browns halftime report with the score. The Cleveland Browns 35 and the Pittsburgh Steelers 10. How's everybody doing out there? I'm shocked. You're shocked. We all scream for ice cream. Wow. And yes, I will be back for a post-game show, win or lose, because that's what I promised to do. Because, hey, this is the playoffs, and if these guys can give all they're giving, that's the least I can do is my part. Well, what can I tell you that you're not seeing with your own eyes? The Cleveland Browns are flat out outplaying the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they're pushing them around. They're getting a little bit lax on defense and playing a bit conservatively on defense, but the game plan, as I stated in the lead up, the hope was that you would be able to get a lead and to make them use time to get down the field and be able to nurture that lead and to be able to hold on. Well, it didn't quite end up that way. We were out of the chute so fast from literally the first snap of the game. Pittsburgh looks like a team that wasn't prepared, wasn't ready, when we were the team that hadn't practiced and doesn't have a lot of our players. Here's the thing that is surprising to me, besides how the whole thing started out. Now we've lost Conklin, who, you can't play his position and pull and do all the things that you're going to do in a zone blocking scheme with a pulled hamstring. We're stuck out there with Kendall Lamb and Dunn, and we still scored a touchdown with those guys on the field, which just absolutely amazes me. Ben Roethlisberger, for his part, look, he's had great games against us. He may come out and complete 24 passes in a row. Anything is possible, but his arm, there was a play where he threw a ball 6 yards short to a receiver when he was in the pocket, and he stepped into the throw and he just tried that little flick of the wrist thing that used to get the ball there. It didn't get there. He looks like a pitcher without his fastball, and the only way he has a fastball is to throw the ball down the middle of the field short. And the Browns are willing to give him that, keep the ball in play. And as things have happened, turnover after turnover has given the Cleveland Browns this great advantage. From a statistical perspective, we're doing everything that could possibly be asked of a football team. Our defense has turned the ball over and made sure that we've gotten the ball in good field position. Baker Mayfield, 10 of 15, 111 yards, 2 TDs, no sacks, no interceptions, and 128 rating. Ben Roethlisberger, 20 of 30. That's right. He's on pace to throw 60 passes. The Steelers don't win when he has to throw 50 some odd passes. He has 177 yards. Yes, he's getting yardage, but 3 interceptions and only a 42.6 rating. Nick Chubb averaging 6.6 yards per carry. Kareem Hunt's brought his A game. 4 carries for 44 yards. What's impressive about all of this is that the Browns, with the exception of one time where they were off the field a bit too quickly and didn't get a first down, have been getting first downs, moving the ball, showing they can run the football, and showing that they have organized passing game and running disciplined offense. The concerns that we have, and, if you're looking at Baker Mayfield with 15 attempts and with the running backs, basically with 12, that's 27 plays. We've used up all of what Kevin Stefanski has provided us as far as play calling, and I think we did after 15 or 20 plays. The last drive that we scored on, I think that's all from AVP. I think. I think the Browns will kick themselves for not stopping the 4th and 1 at the 2-yard line. That bad snap to Roethlisberger should have thrown the timing off on that. And I thought that was an opportunity that we missed. And here before the half, another opportunity missed to keep them off the scoreboard, to keep the game at 35-7. Those are small things to complain about, when you're sitting the way we're sitting. A lot of this, and you're going to see this. The Browns are playing a soft middle zone. We talked about this on Friday, that the only way that this defensive secondary could get anything done is A, with pressure from the front four, and 2, with turnovers. Sometimes Ben Roethlisberger will try to extend plays. When that happens, sometimes he can get hit from a blind side, or sometimes he can force something. Today, it was a bad snap over his head. It was a ball where he was flushed out of the pocket and flipped it right into MJ Stewart's hands, basically made a one-handed reception because the ball was lobbed out into the middle of the field. Balls just being picked off of deflections, 2 deflections, and one that Porter Gustin made a diving interception on, and the other one, I'm trying to remember who deflected the ball. The receiver deflected the ball, and it ended up in Sheldrick Redwine's hands. So, all of these things, is what it is. And people are going to complain, oh, we're playing too conservatively. But here's the thing. It isn't about the defense at this point. It's about the offense. We're getting the ball to begin the second half. We've got to have some long drives. The problem that we're having now, we've scored points so quickly because of turnovers. Our defense has been out on the field a protracted amount of time. And if you don't believe me, Connor and Snell and Derek Watt have combined for 14 carries, plus they've run 44 plays to our 27. And, it's great to have a lead, but at the same time, you need to bring out your offense and to have a very controlled long drive. I don't care if it ends up in 3 points. The longer your drive and time consumption is, that's playing defense, okay? The old saying, the best defense is a good offense. That's going to be the case in the second half if we can get it done. The Steelers, on the other hand, are going to do everything they can to commit to just get commotion going, to put pressure on Baker Mayfield, to try to stuff that first down run, and to prevent us. They're going to try to put us into third and long situations where mistakes and accidents can happen. And with 2 guys on the offensive line who just don't play, it's going to be that's going to be a challenge in and of itself to try to have long drives with 2 offensive linemen who just haven't played much or at all this year. The other thing that I'm noticing, and it's something to take a look at, is that J.J. Watt is starting to abdicate the end, which means on the handoffs in the play on the running game, the bootleg will be available. And this is something that was not the case last week when we played Pittsburgh. They took the boot away from Baker. Well, it's open now because J.J. Watt is trying to make big plays inside. Something to look for potentially in the second half as to help move the ball for first downs is getting Baker out in the flat by running the boot, which normally would not work against the Steelers. It's and this is the fact. TJ Watt is working against Kendall Lamb. So again, I see play action boot being a factor in the second half of the game. It wasn't a great half at all for Rashard Higgins. He dropped a few passes. And Baker's been on the money. Hooper dropped a pass as well. I can't say that Baker's done anything wrong whatsoever. He got a first down with his legs, doing what he can. What we need to do is just sustain a long drive. And this first time we get the ball, it's imperative that we show them that we can go down the field and that we can construct a long drive. Parkey's kicking the extra point straight. If he can kick the field goal on the first possession, if we can run 6 minutes off the clock or so, 6 to 7 minutes, that is just as good as defensive holds, man. That is gold at this point. and I know that there's a lot of concern about what constitutes a prevent defense in a situation like this. But again, you're not going to get Ben Roethlisberger in the backfield, and you don't have Olivier Vernon, and what you're trying to do is to prevent that short ball over the middle. We got that one deflection that Gustin intercepted. You get on top of the players, you tackle, you get them tackled short of, and have them run a lot of third down plays. They're at a point right now where they're going to have to virtually go for every fourth down there is. Now, we haven't been very good at stopping it. 23 of 28, we've given up. And that's not good on fourth down, but we can force them into these situations. And TJ Watt is expending a lot of energy, Bronk. And, the fact of the matter is that, you have to wear them down. And we've been a good fourth quarter wear them down kind of team with the running game. And it looks to me like Kareem Hunt's got a lot of energy. He's carrying men and he's getting yardage after contact. This is what we're going to need. I don't mind if we have to run the ball more frequently and use up clock and just get a few first downs, But if it eats up a lot of clock, I'm all for it. As far as they're concerned, they have not been able to get Claypool and Deontay Johnson into the flow because we're just putting as many men down the middle of the field, down deep as possible. And we're willing to give up, passes over the middle of the field. And I think that's going to continue. I think Ben Roethlisberger can continue to complete a high percentage of his passes. The question is, can our offense score 2 more touchdowns? 2 more touchdowns, folks. That's what it's going to take to get this done. 35 that you're saying, but Mr. Moohead, that's 49 points. I know exactly what I'm saying. That's what it would have taken to beat the Ravens. The defense has not been good historically. We need long drives and we need 2 touchdowns. Okay. So that's what I know at this point. I'm happy. You're happy. Let's hope we're just as happy after the game. We've got every reason to win this football game. Let's go out and execute as hungry as we were to start out the beginning of the game. Everybody, I'm going to be back right after the game on the post-game show. Please join me then. Until after the game, hasta la vista, pasture heads, and go Browns. Let's get them, man. We have a chance. We have a chance to get to the next level. Let's do it.